Do I run arrow? Probably, right? Even though the straight would be nice to not have arrow, I think it'd be helpful. Like lap time wise, it'd be way faster to run arrow. I don't think this car would work with max. No way it works with Maxman. There's no way this car works with Maxman. No way. No way in heck. No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. It's not gonna happen. I swear, if I do Maxman right now and I get absolutely spun out because of it, like, you're in the bin. I hope you know that. I'm gonna swap to Flaming U instead of Bloody in NHL. I swear if this slides out immediately, dude, it's over. Okay, we'll see, we'll see. Not great on throttle. Not great at all on throttle. I'd rather choose this car because Scotty Mac's the best. No. It wasn't even close. Well. Quite slippery on throttle. Okay. Fix the gearing. How fast do we get going on the backstretch? I should probably just run this lap out to see how fast I go on the backstretch and get the gearing for it. I don't think I'd be going that fast, right? Something like that should be okay. Why is it? This tune just got reset from my S-Class tune completely. I'm gonna have to completely redo it. Whatever. Fine. La-di-da. I need to get back into on track real quick here because we're coming up to the straight. Turn and there we go. Good timing. All right, let's see. Do I drop out of power? Yeah, I'm gonna need more length on that for sure. Just a bit. Something like that should be okay. Okay. Now let's do a lap here and see. I'm tempted to just make first gear my second gear and stall the launch. But I don't like how far apart these are, especially with this power band. Fifth works pretty well for that straight. Okay. I need more oversteer. And gonna turn this down a little bit. Not that. I'm gonna give it a little bit of rear arrow. I'm just gonna balance it out. Hopefully that'll help planting down the throttle. Also, does anyone know strategies for this? Like, do we run hards? Do we run softs? Do we pit? Do we not? Alright. Check the gearing. Gotta rev it to the moon. Okay, with the new arrow, I can probably take a little bit off the top. Just a little bit. These cars hit the rev limiter very easy, so gotta make sure I have some room there. I don't know if it's going to be faster, but I'll go with, I think, this amount of arrow. Comfortable enough where I can still handle it through the corners quite well. And I will still have a little bit of passing power on anyone running full arrow. Much easier to plant the throttle too. Little wall. Fine. Okay, so I have to check up for that. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Benchy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that support. So it's feeling okay. It's rotating nicely. Oh, rip. Okay. I'm good with it. But I will change the gearing a little bit here. I'm going to make first basically stall out. And I'm going to run... Do I make it... Do I, though? Maybe I shouldn't. I'll just run a little bit longer of second gear. I'll bring first there, so if I need it, it's there. I'll tighten it up a bit. Okay, we'll try that. Hard you can do no pit? Okay. Serious question, why 100% Excel? I don't have 100% Excel on this, I don't think. Okay, so it'll still be able to launch, but it's a little closer to what I want it to be. How does it get out of this corner with the new second gear? Yeah, that's alright. I might need to use first sometimes in heavy traffic, but should be okay now. For second, just about everywhere. There's one or two corners I might drop down to first, but we'll see. Either way, it'll be a quick shift into second. We're here at Bathurst in the Forza Aus series with all these V8 supercars looking good. Pretty big lobby here. I'm so happy that Bathurst is back, though. I'm just going to pull over to the side, let everyone go. One of my favorite tracks. A lot of people have polarizing opinions about this track. And honestly, when this track first came to Forza, I didn't like it a lot either. And the reason was, it's difficult. I was struggling to get a hand of it, or a hand on it. It takes time to learn, it takes time to get good at, and I was able to make it into one of the tracks that I liked the most by just putting time in. Oh my gosh, we're stopping. Putting time in, getting faster on the track, getting more comfortable with the hill section for the most part. That's the one where people struggle at, and just getting better at it. And now, because of that, it's one of my favorite tracks ever, and I'm so happy that it's back. And I'm also able to run a lot of weird cars around here, so I'm sure you'll see some fun stuff in the Open Series when I post videos on that and start racing Open Series on Bathurst. But for now, we're here in the Forza Oz Series. Gotta run the Aussie V8s around this track. People are wiping out all over the place. He's not gonna give me room. I thought he would give me room because of how much faster I was going, but I guess not. That's fine. People are wiping out everywhere, giving me easy passes. I tuned this car in practice. I didn't really have one of these cars ready to roll for this, so hopefully this thing does okay. Kind of backed up right now. Gonna get an exit. He's gonna cut me off again. That's fine. I'll get some draft. Oh my goodness. People are crashing on the straight. That's fine. We're alive. I'm gonna follow this car. Go faster. Oh my gosh. I need to get out of this group because we're losing so much time to the lead. And I want to go challenge for that lead. So it's time for me to say goodbye. And as the famous Australian band once said, close your eyes for one last time. Okay. Out of that group, 7th place. Chasing down the Crack is whack. Hopefully they're not too whack. We'll see what happens. But a pretty big gap from getting held up in that group. See if I can close it. This track, though, I always call VIR the America Nürburgring because that track is challenging and it's got a big skill gap. For me, this track is basically the Australian Nürburgring. 1, it's very famous. 2, it's a public road, I believe. And 3, extremely challenging, extremely technical, very difficult to drive fast on. And I'm still getting getting used to this track. I haven't driven it yet. This is the first time. First time since the update. Not pushing it too hard. I don't want to go too crazy through the mountain section on the downhill. I want to slam the wall. A little tap of the wall is okay, but absolutely eating it is not ideal. Catching up to this this pair very quickly though, 5th and 6th. Also closing the gap to the leader. Now I'm curious what tires everyone's on because I've heard that hards go the whole way, but the other two will have to stop. So let's see. Alright, the Crack is whack. Please be nice. Eh. Not the nicest. That's alright though. Looks like I might have straight line speed on these two. Oh, I overshot that. I was going to they just synchronized, slid off the track. I don't know if that's a new Olympic sport or what, but I guess I'll take the free 2 positions. Alright, 5th place now. I don't think the gearing's quite where I want it to be yet. I was messing with it a little bit in practice, and I don't think I got it to where I wanted it yet. I'm tempted to just make first gear my second gear and tighten all the gearing up and just clutch kick off the starting line to avoid stalling. But if I upload the tune, that's not a very user-friendly tune, and I don't want to do that. So I'll try to figure it out. Get it to a better spot, but for now it is what it is. Just throw it down the hill. That's really a concept through this hill section that I adopted a little bit, is just the mindset of throwing it down the hill. Seems to work. Closing the gap quickly again. Building a huge gap behind as well. I think I'm the fastest one on track right now. Somebody went way off. Completely missed the braking zone. I don't think I've actually passed anyone properly yet. Everyone's just crashing. We'll see. Maybe eventually. But I mean, if you're gonna give me a free position, I'll take it. Alright, third place. Come here, third. Come here. Yeah, I'm two between second and third coming out of that corner, and I really need some more power to get up that hill. I hit the brakes more than I wanted to, trying to check up behind this person here. That kind of pushed my line wider than I wanted as well. Little slide. Easy correction, they're off. Another gift. Well, not much has changed on Bathurst. A lot of people struggle on this track. Just again, like they do on VIR or Nürburgring, right? You see a lot of offs on both those tracks, and a lot of people struggling. Okay, third place, that's podium. Now let's see if I can track down the 2 leaders. Also, again, as I said earlier, I'm curious what tires they're on. If they're both on hards, this is going to be a tall task. If they're not, could be looking good. A little bit of a slide on exit there, no big deal. Managed it fairly well. Alright, people are pitting. Nobody in front pitting yet, though. Yeah, I'm guessing that they're on hards. I think if they were on another tire, I probably wouldn't be closing in on them. They get a little bit of second there, but hitting the rev limiter isn't ideal. Luckily, I'll be able to take a better line through this now, even though I ruined it anyways. Alright, the section where I make most of my time back. There we go, we're closing. Just throw it down the hill. Closing big time, actually. Especially to second. Okay. 8.2 back from the lead and only 1.7 back from second place now. Absolutely flying here. Oh, he's sliding. He's crumbling. I was on a good lap too, but it just got ruined. Oh, he's pitting. The leader's pitting as well? No way. No way. I was closing in on them and I'm on hards. Let's go. Ah, now I can relax. And just hang out. 10 seconds of gap. Now let's see, I'm assuming that they just put on soft tires. So let's see if they do a 360. I need to hit that corner properly. Let's see if they catch up. Yeah, I can do a 360. Sure. That's a wall. Don't break rhythm through this section or else you're in trouble. So if you tap a wall, make sure you regather. And get the next corner properly. Second place is catching me. Will it be enough though? We'll see. I've got to hit a 360 now though. I'm not going to throw it here because I will absolutely cook my tires doing it at that speed. I could throw it last corner. I think I'm going to do T1. He's catching me though. Turned out of it a little too sharp. 2.2 down, not too bad. I mean, it wasn't that great of a 360, but I'll take it. What are the tires at? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Might be a little bit slippery, but not too bad. Eventually, at least. Right now, it's kind of normal. Just feel it out. I live my life one Bathurst downhill section at a time. For those, what, 25 seconds, 35 seconds or less? I'm free. Depending on what I'm driving, of course. So, interesting. Second place lost a whole bunch of time on that lap. When previously they were catching me, so I don't know if they must have made a mistake in there, like a big one, or at least a couple. I think I saw the time drop a few times. But that's looking good for me. Now I've got yellow on the rears. 2 laps to go. Running about 6% a lap-ish. And I'm speeding up. My pace is improving. At the start of that lap, that split right there was 2.2 down. Ended with 1.7 down. So that would have been an 8 pretty comfortably. 208 pretty comfortably on the hards. Of course, the tires are going to start going away. But as long as I keep it reasonable, I should be okay. If I hit that corner really well, I'm like right on the edge of traction in second the whole time, so that almost works perfectly. Yeah, there's a bit of rear slide now. A little bit more than before. Luckily the fronts are still okay, so I can manage the rear slide without too much trouble. Just have to be a bit more careful on throttle and spots. Just use one gear higher or just manage the throttle a little better. No big deal. I'm not really... Second place is barely catching me. Friends, I think this is going to be a first win in the first drive back at Bathurst. I'm glad this track is back. Can't wait to run it more often. I guess I shouldn't say that yet, because anything can happen, especially at Bathurst. I could wreck pretty severely, and then it could be all over, but who knows. Right now, it's looking okay. Starting to lose a bit more rear grip, but again, manageable. No big deal. It's a little easier on the throttle. I'm probably going to lose about 1.5 seconds on this lap is my guess. But that's okay. Second place is 6.6 back. And honestly, the quick practice tune worked out okay. Again, I might want to change the gearing a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's right on the edge of traction. Honestly, it makes it almost easier to drive, just because the gearing's not too aggressive. That was a big mistake. So you're not sliding the car as much. As I say that, the car is sliding like crazy, but that's a tire issue, not a gearing issue. But I still think there's definitely time in the gearing. There's definitely time in the tune, of course. It's not a perfect tune, but it's competitive, obviously, and I like the way it drives. Honestly, I think I'll leave the tune for the most part. The only thing I might adjust a little bit is the gearing. Oh, I'm losing way more than 1.5 seconds now. 3 seconds down. That's second place right there. But keep in mind, when second place went into the pits, I was like, what? 9 seconds back? 8 seconds back? Something like that? So this is definitely the strategy. Run hards the whole way. Tires are giving out big time. But we're all good. Good race. I honestly, the pace was there to run a 6. I just ran out of tire once I got there, but solid run out of the Falcon. I'm just happy Bathurst is back.